Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, I hope you enjoy the reading. This will be a general life reading for you. And if you want to stay on for the love reading, that will be following afterwards. There is a timestamp below otherwise. And I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. But I just want to give you a quick recap from an astrological point of view for you. At the end of December, Jupiter moved into Pisces. So this is going to be good news in a lot of ways for a lot of people. But it's going to be good for you as well because Pisces is a fellow water sign and it's at a harmonious angle to you. So I feel that Jupiter is a very expansive planet, and things, like dreams can come true. You could connect really beautifully in a spiritual way. Healing could happen. It could even be healing with regards to karma. You have got the past life card here, so that could be something to do with that. But I feel it's to do, certainly the first week of January, I feel it's going to feel quite fated in some ways. It's like destiny calling almost. And you've got these cards in your chart. So I feel something is going to tug at you there. And it could also be overcoming things, because Pisces can also be overcoming certain things that have been a problem for you, or like sort of something that has been almost self-sabotaging, or it could be an inhibition of some sort, So a lovely aspect coming in. And then I feel later on we've got we've also got Mercury retrograde, and that is coming up in your cards, as well as void of course moon. But the Mercury retrograde will be 14 Jan to 4 Feb. It's going to be Aquarius moving backwards into Capricorn. Now, Aquarius, I feel the first half will be more pronounced than the second half because of the air sign. So, Aquarius is an air sign, but it's also a fixed sign, same as Scorpio. So, at a bit of an angle to begin with. So, 14 Jan to 4 Feb. And that is obviously all communication oriented. Things can go wrong or be misinterpreted from a communication point of view. So all your emails, written and verbal things, be very careful what you say. Choose your words with care. It can also be that you need to back up your electronics, or your anything to do with online, or anything to do with the internet and so on. Also, it can be, to do with your car keys. Be careful where you put your car keys and things like that. And don't get your car serviced during that period, because it's likely that some issue will be fine when you get the car back, but then it will flare up again and you have to take the car back. It's that kind of energy. You've got to go back over things again. Not a good time for purchases, big purchases, or initiating big actions, because it's actually a time to go back to the drawing board, to go over plans that you are wanting to bring in, or something that you want to initiate or start, but there's some refinement that is required. So anything with a re in front of it, refinement, recreate, redo, revise, relocate in some cases, redesign, whatever it may be, okay, or repeat. And you've got to go back over things and come up with something better, because there may be a few details or something that could be smoothed over or improved in some way. It can also be that somebody or some situation comes back into your life from the past, and this can be just something popping back to test how you've handled it. Have you got past it, or is there some residue that needs to be dealt with? It can bring closure. You may just see something associated with that person or that situation, or they may just meet you briefly, or give you closure in some way, or pass on some valuable information. It can happen. But it's a very good time to go back to the drawing board and actually revise things in your mind, and to formulate things again. Then we've got also a full moon on the 17th of Jan. That will be in Cancer, and it's squaring Pluto, but the day after that will be 18th of Jan, and Uranus goes direct in Taurus. All right, so something that may have been on hold may be triggered by the full moon, but certainly Uranus going direct, something that may have been on hold, or something that needs to burst forth to be liberated or given freedom, may occur. And because Uranus is sitting in Taurus, and that is an earth sign, but it's also a fixed sign, same as Scorpio, so at an angle to you. And then the next one will also be another Uranus situation, but this is going to be triggered by Venus going direct. So Venus has been retrograde, and she will be going direct. in Capricorn, and she's at an harmonious angle to Uranus in Taurus. So again, that's 29th of Jan, something to do with love, affection. It could also be monetary things or the beauty industry or something related to that, any kind of beautifying or stage work or entertainment industry, something like that. Then we have a lovely Venus and Mars conjunction, which will be happening 13 February in Capricorn at 14 degrees. So that may or not be affected to you, but it will affect everybody. Any kind of Venus and Mars conjunction that only happens once in a while is lovely, and the eternal lovers are on the same page and they are together. So that Valentine's weekend could be very constructive from a union point of view or to creating foundations. But just after that, there will be a big full moon in Leo on the 16th of Feb, and that is Leo is a fixed sign, same as you, and again, so it will be at an angle to you, so it may stimulate something, but it's a very romantic, loving, and affectionate sign, and lots of romance are expected in that, or it could be that something gets stimulated in that department. All right, so let's see now. We've got here the as I said, we've got Mercury retrograde coming in for you, so I've mentioned that. So that I feel is going to affect you in some way, shape or form. And underneath we have the void of course moon missing. It's got a sort of a similar thing where aspects of, it's also saying don't initiate or take big actions or make big purchases during this period. Now this normally is a shorter period than the Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is normally about 3 weeks, and the void of course moon can be over the course of maybe a week. It normally is a few days when the moon is between signs. It goes into a shadow phase, and it's saying that things are not what they seem. Okay, and it could be that something that you've been worrying about, or stressing about may not actually come to pass because things are not what they seem. All right. It could also be relating to something else here, which is indicating that something you may have overlooked, and this could very well come in under the Mercury retrograde. Something that you've overlooked or you've been distracted or something you've missed. And you may want to dive in to fix it, and it's saying just wait. Okay, the opportunity will come up to correct it or fix it or move forward on something, but this is a period of introspection, meditation, and going within. It's also for dreaming, planning, and recovery or rest if that is appropriate for you. So it's saying that just wait. It's a pause period in the action. And as I said, the Mercury retrograde is also about that. It's kind of a back to the drawing board energy. So these two both came up. Now, Mercury retrograde, the number is 51, and void of course moon is number 52. So these two are following if we're going by the numbers. But the numbers may be relevant for you, or you may just notice this period. But it's kind of saying that that it could also be that you're in the middle of some sort of storm. Something has occurred and you feel like you've now got to try and fix it or change it or sort something out. And it's just saying, wait until the storm has passed. Just detach and let it be. Okay, just detach and let it be, and it will sort itself out. And then once it's blown over, then you will be able to move forward with whatever it was to do with, so only you will actually know that. But it could very well be, as I said, associated, it could come up during the Mercury retrograde, because this can be about things being overlooked or something being misconstrued or misunderstood, or something, a communication that goes awry. Sometimes that can happen. Okay. So then, right, so now we've got the 8th house coming in here. So this is a biggie, and I feel this is a big portion of your reading is to do with this. So 8th house is all to do with intimacy, sexuality. It's about unions. When you are forming a union, either a love partnership or a business relationship. And this is the nuts and bolts of how it's going to fit together or how it's going to come apart, depending on the situation. And yeah, it's kind of growth cycles. You may be at the beginning of a cycle or at the end of a cycle in this situation with the union. And it's normally to do with the emotional and the material resources around that. How is that going to fit together, or how is it being dismantled if that is what needs to happen? All right. So it's also to do with the deeper side of a relationship, particularly in a love relationship, the sexuality and that very intimate connection. Okay, then it can also be to do with aspects of financial matters. So this is normally to do with big finance. So this is like assets, banking, tax. It can also be to do with investments or insurances. And in some cases, it can also be to do with managing somebody else's resources, you know. Now, that may be a profession. But it is also to do with legacies and inheritances as well. Because the 8th house does deal with sex, death, and this can be death of a number of things. It could be the death of a cycle, or the death of a phase of your life, or an ego death. Or it can, in some cases, be the passing of somebody. And if that's the case, then it may be to do with, legacy or an inheritance of some sort. But I feel it's more to do with other matters. Then it can also be about birth or rebirth, and that is regeneration or renewal. And I feel that is what is going to be sort of highlighted in this 8th house. It could also be, in some cases, the regeneration and renewal could also be about something coming out. Now, in some cases, it could be a secret, or it could be something that's been hidden and hasn't been revealed. Now, this could be a financial thing, or it could be some other aspect, or it could be like an emotion or a feeling or a passion which is rising up and needs to be expressed. And that is very much what your cards are saying. So this could be the regeneration and renewal of something that you've felt and you've just suppressed for some time, and now you need to release it. And this could be passion for something or for someone. Or it could be the renewal of something in your life, the regeneration of something in your life. Now, we've got at the bottom of that, we've got Mars, which is a very action-oriented, it's a very willful sign. It's the god of war. So it could be going into action or defending or challenging something. And then at the top, you've got Pele, divine passion. So this could be very well the regeneration or renewal, because the divine passion, Pele, only comes up when you're suppressing something or you are putting something on the back burner. This could be a dream or a goal or a talent or an ability, or just something that you have always wanted to do or dearly would have loved to have done, but it's been suppressed or just overlooked or just not acted on for whatever reason. And it's normally associated with, it kind of wasn't the right time, or you didn't have the confidence, or it couldn't be expressed for whatever reason. So, and look at the colors of this wonderful fiery red and orange and yellow. And these all deal with the lower three chakras. So your root, your sacral, and your sacral, and your solar plexus. So this is all to do with confidence and sexuality and your security. All right. So it's saying that I feel that you need to challenge something in this house. Now, this could be a way of life that you've been living, or something that is. It could be a relationship based or partnership based. You may be challenged, or you need to challenge something, or you could be defending yourself. Or you could be going into action with something. You could also be taking action in order to release something so that this divine passion can come out. It could also be the force of passion or sexuality rising up in you. It could be regenerated or renewed through a passionate relationship or some other passion, But it's saying that some sort of action or movement forward, or cards on the table going forward. And it's saying that you may need to push it, whatever it is. This is something that you may need to push, but don't force, but you will need to push it. And this can be quite fast action, but it's normally quite forceful in its movement. As I said, it could be an expression or something that's coming out or needs to come out. Okay, but it can also be. It can also be just energy and enthusiasm, and that rising up of something that you just know you have to do, something that you just know you've got a good insight on it, you just know you have to do it. And with the 8th house, this can be a psychic thing, a psychic impression, or a psychic knowing. Something rises up in you, you just have absolute clarity on what it is that you've got to do, and then the Mars gives you the energy and the drive and the courage and the enthusiasm to go after what it is that is being highlighted here. Now, the Pele, as I said, divine passion, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So this is about locking into your heart. This is not about responsibility or obligation or doing things to please others or to satisfy another way of life. This is about going after your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions, things that are close to your heart, things that are going to wake you up, that are going to make you enthusiastic and love what you do, or what it is you're trying to do in this house. Okay, so all of that coming in, very, very powerful cards. We have also got at the same time fulfillment. So I feel that whatever is coming out or needs to come out or is being acted on here is going to bring fulfillment. All right, so this is definitely an aspect of this situation, and this is connected to this divine passion, this rising up of something in you which needs to be expressed now. It needs to be released. Okay, now we have also got the sun coming in. Beautiful card. It may be connected to this or some other aspect. A very, very powerful card. It's a major arcana. You have another major arcana, and again number 19 and number 20. Okay, so these are following one after the other. So the sun is always a very positive card. It's about positive karma that is coming in for you. Now you've got the past life card here, so I feel something is coming into you and it's going to manifest. It's going to bring good karma in from a past life situation, and this is your hard work coming back to you. Okay, but it can also indicate a masculine energy coming into your life. It can be that, or it could be a father figure or an authority figure. Take it as it resonates for your situation. Plans that work out perfectly. It can also be amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. So you could be in the spotlight. You're getting your time in the sun over something. So this is like success or notoriety or fulfillment in some regard in this 8th house. It could be monetary as well that's coming in, because the 8th house deals with monetary things, big finance. It could be a big windfall of some sort or a reward for effort. And it, as I said, in some cases, it could be to do with inheritance or legacy, you know, whatever the situation is. And it says gratitude for the blessings of life. So the sun, as I said, very positive energy, very positive card. It's about radiating positivity. You could be very influential under this card, or you could be meeting somebody who is very influential. It is also about leadership in some ways. In some cases that may be coming in with, certainly with the Mars card, that could be the case, taking leadership in some case, in some way. But it's a very sunny, bright, radiant energy. Your life force could be strong. Your health could be strong. Lots of ways that this could be manifesting. And as I said, the number 19 could be important for you. And then at bottom of the Fairy Tarot, as I said, is number 20, another major arcana. This is the renewal or judgment card. And it's saying, review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future. Okay, so understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. So this is putting something to bed, something from the past, something that has, this could be making a meaningful life change of direction. And this, I feel, is to do with the divine passion. You're releasing something, or you're letting go of something in order to move forward and move forward into a bright future, but it's to do with your life purpose, and it's the realization around that. Okay, it could also be that it's about time now that this needs to happen. And you're just kind of reconciling things. You're looking at the past, letting that go so that you can move forward to the future. But it's about being in the present moment. You make all your decisions in the present moment. You don't make them from the past, and you don't make them in the future. You make them in the present moment. Okay? Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. And you've got a rabbit there, so, or a bunny, so it's very abundant energy. So I feel this is abundance. This is an abundant energy rising up in you to do with what you are, or who you are, and your authentic self, and moving in a direction which is authentically right for you, okay, or which is going to help you in some way. Okay, so I feel very, very positive about that. We have also got the 5th house coming in. I feel this, now the 5th house is to do with the entertainment industry or performance, or anything related to the arts or creativity. And as I said, Venus is going direct, and that's on the 29th of Jan. And so something may be, for those of you in that situation, something may be coming right for you round about then, because it's at a very harmonious angle to Uranus, and that's expect the unexpected, always with Uranus, and that is at a very harmonious angle. You may already have an indication from the 18th of Jan. So 5th house is about that. all related to the arts and entertainment and creativity, artistic work, or any kind of creativity, whether it's to do with the arts and the stage work, or whether it's to do with other projects you're involved in. Perhaps this is a desire that you've always had, to be involved in the arts in some way, shape, or form, or to use your creative talents or your artistic talents, and it's been put on the back burner because perhaps you thought you couldn't make money from it, or it wasn't substantial, or it was frowned on by other people in your family, like parents, or something like that, whatever the case may be. But it's like a coming home to your true nature, or your true self, or what it is you really would like to do. So any of that could be coming in. It could also be to do with children, whether these are your children or other children that you are associated with. So children comes up very strongly as well. It could also be to do with a love affair. Now, you've got the 8th house, which is about union. So you may be going from a love affair into a more committed relationship. Okay, so that could be happening as well. Or it could be to do with a collaboration on a project, possibly, which does involve creativity in some way. It's also to do with having fun. The 5th house is always about having fun, recreational activities of all kinds, anything that makes you happy and is joyful. It could be a sport or a club activity. It could be a handcraft, as I said, something to do with craftiness or art or creativity, anything like that. Anything that is fun, enjoyable, and creative for you. It could even be exercise related. But it can also be social activities, going out, enjoying yourself, and so on. Now, it can also be to do with taking a risk of some sort, and I feel this is where the cards are coming in for you. Because you've got Aquarius, I know, at the bottom, and then you've got Artemis Guardian at the top. So Artemis Guardian is always about protection of some sort. The angels have got your back. So it says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So if this is to do with going after a profession change, or you're changing something financially here, and you're concerned about your children, what's going on with them, or it could be to do with your some sort of project, or your whatever you're doing in the entertainment or industry, or whatever that is related to, or it could be some other activity which you would like to get involved in. You may just be a bit concerned that there's too much of a risk, or there is some sort of risk involved. That could be coming in, but she's saying that the universe has got your back, and what you need to focus on here is the love and light that is within you, and that is a mission to spread that around, the love and the light, to spread that around in whatever way is appropriate for you, whatever is your skill set, whatever you do. That could just be sitting with somebody and holding their hand when they're stressed, or being there for your children, or it could be related to anybody in your life, or just being positive and spreading that love and light to others. So focus on that and release worries and concerns about security and protection, okay, because the universe has got your back. All right, so you've got the Guardian there. Then with the Aquarius energy, this could be, as I said, you're looking into the future in some way here. You're looking into the future, and it's to do with the 5th house. And I feel you are just a bit concerned that there's a risk of some sort coming in here. And Aquarius is always about looking towards the future. It could also be that friends and associates are coming in to help you at this time, or it could be others that you are connecting with in the 5th house. This could be a social situation, or other people that you are involved with. They could be coming in to support you with an idea that you have that you want to launch. It could be a brilliant idea. And as I said, with the Sun card, it says here, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. So you could have a wonderful idea that you want to move ahead with, but you're concerned about the risk and how it's going to affect your family or whatever the situation is. And Aquarius can be brilliant ideas. Eh? And Uranus rules Aquarius. And I said Uranus is going to be active. So that'll be around the 18th of Jan, and then again on the 29th of Jan. I feel those 2 dates may be important for you. But it's saying that, this is very futuristic energy. It's very innovative. It's very creative from that point of view. It can be inventive even. It's kind of genius level. It could also be technology related. This is cutting edge tech or advanced tech, or more advanced than where you are currently, or whatever it is that you're using in this house. If it's not directly for you, it could be involving your children or children you're working with or associated with, you know. So, and this is this could be like a leap forward, or some sort of very sort of fast moving forward into the future. There could be a few challenges around that, but it could also be associated with friendships, maybe in this fifth house. Aquarius does bring the friendship element in. You could be perhaps collaborating, as I said, with others in the fifth house on a friendship level. It could also be to do with, you know, sort of this glimpses of the future, but it may be tied up with something else, either for your children or for technology or for an idea that you have. And it's a very far-reaching energy. It does also have a social element attached to it as well. And this could be to do with humanitarian issues, or things like social issues, global consciousness, group ideas or group things. Anything to do with groups comes in with Aquarius energy. So you could be connecting with others in a very creative or artistic or performance-related way. Or it could be to do with, as I said, children, social things, whatever it may be. All right, but there's some sort of risk element associated with this. Something new, something new and untried. It could even be unconventional, or very unconventional, or just very different. Or you could be meeting people who are like that. They are perhaps different race to yourself, or different culture, or they could have very different ideas, or they could be just very unique in the way they do things. All right, so all of these factors coming in for you. Then we have got here the, finally we've got, we've got also Rhiannon, Sorceress coming in. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So this is magic coming in here for the Aquarius energy as well. So, so this is saying, she's saying that you can, the full moon, as I said, may be important. That full moon in Cancer, 17 Jan, and straight after that is Uranus going direct. So I feel around that energy, there's some way that you could pull down this magic. You could use your magic in some way here, in whichever house. It's either 8th house or 5th house, to manifest what you want. This is the card of manifestation. So it's saying you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. In some cases, it could even be related to travel. Aquarius can sometimes be about travel, or getting perspective on something. And she's got riding a unicorn there. So use your magical abilities. Now, magic can be very much understood. This is your particular brand of individuality or originality, and this is the 5th house. This is something that you can do. Either it's word related, number related, or some performance related. It could be to do with children. It could be to do with some activity that you're just really good at. Whatever it is, harness your magic, and use your individuality and your originality to harness this beautiful energy and make things happen. But speak positive, think positive, and speak things into existence. And that is your manifestation ability. Okay. And then finally, we have here the 4th house coming in for you. 4th house is to do with the house, your physical house, the structure, but it's also your home where you are currently living. It's also to do with the atmosphere or the people in your home, but it can also be about the relationship you have to your roots, your family, your foundation, where you've come from, your ethnic identity or your ancestry. Okay, it could be both of those or either one of those situations. Now, we've got at the bottom Neptune. All right, and then at the top we've got Isis, past life. So I feel there is karma coming in, or you're dealing with karmic situations here. As I said, with the renewal card, this is a kind of a judgment thing. It could very well be that you are releasing judgments of yourself in others. I feel with the Neptune card, you may have been under an illusion for quite some time, or you may be you've either been in it and you're coming out of that now, or you are going to recognize it in some way, I feel. And it's to do with this, the 4th house, okay? So the Neptune can be about illusions. It can be about fantasies, and falling prey to that, or getting mixed up with the wrong crowd, or assuming something when in fact that's not actually the truth. You know, it's very hard sometimes to just discern the truth or get clarity under the rays of Neptune. Sometimes it can pull a veil over things, and it's hard to find the truth, you know. And in some cases you can be seeing things as, you can be seeing people as enemies, and they're not actually. The confusion can sometimes set in with Neptune. On the flip side of that, it's a wonderfully imaginative and inspirational energy. It's about connecting to spirituality and getting serious spiritual downloads, psychic impressions, but also connecting to dreams and also karmic things. This can be settling karma, because you've got the past life card, so you could be settling karma, you could be releasing something around that, you could be getting healing around that, you could also be releasing something to do with an addiction or a dependency of some sort, or it could be others in your home situation are doing that, okay? Something around that. In some cases, there may be that you have to put something aside for the greater good with the sacrifice card, and this is a spiritual concept that may be coming in. It could also be that something comes out, something gets released and has to be dealt with, and this could be an ancient fear. The Neptune could be releasing that or bringing that to the surface at this time. Now, with Isis past life, this situation involves your past life memories. So whatever is traumatic or difficult or hurtful or has been unclear or requires healing in this situation, it could be connected to a past life. All right, and this is saying that whatever is coming up to be dealt with, face it and deal with it, and do everything you can to release it now, because you've got a good opportunity to move past it. And it's just saying, don't be fearful of what is rising up in this, because this is an ancient fear, and it's probably been holding you back. With Neptune, sometimes you can have self-defeating behaviors or perceptions which rule your life. And this is saying you need to let go of that now, so that you can move on. And don't let this past life fear or concern hold you back any longer. Okay, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care and stay on for the love reading if you want to. Otherwise, have a wonderful period coming up for you now, and I will see you next time. Hello Scorpio, welcome to your love reading. I hope you enjoy the reading. Whether you're a returning subscriber or a new person, this will be for your significant other, your special someone, whether you're just starting out on a relationship, or even if you've been together for a while. So just take it as it resonates and apply it to your situation. And I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. So let's have a look. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, or comment, as that helps to elevate the videos for other people to see. Okay, so we've got some lovely cards coming in here for you. It seems to me there's a lot of soulmate or deep bond connection here. So this is somebody who is either you're getting a regeneration and a renewal of that, or it could be a new person coming in. But there's a lot of that. It's a very important connection that seems to be here for you. Now we've got a couple of aspects coming in. I think we've got the new moon in Pisces here. Now the new moon always indicates a start, a fresh beginning, or a new start of some sort, and it can be a clean slate. It's always about potential and dreams as well. And this is the Pisces, which is always about dreams, manifestation of dreams, spirituality, and so on. It could be that I feel that in this situation, both of you may have had wounds or may have had issues from other relationships, whether in this life or another life or whatever the situation, but it could be sort of core wounds around your expectations with regards to a relationship. Okay, so this is always saying that you need to meditate and contemplate. You need to actually go within and do some quiet journaling or whatever it may be, and release aspects from your attitudes and your beliefs about previous situations or your interactions in previous situations. It could even be within this relationship from a previous time, if you've been together a long time. It's saying that some aspects need to be let go of, and this is to do with your this can be aspects which have been inhibiting for you, or they've been like almost like victim consciousness, or it could even be to do with something that's held you back, or self-undoing. You know, with the fish is swimming in the opposite direction, that sometimes can mean self-undoing. So this could be behaviors or attitudes or beliefs that you're not good enough, or you don't deserve a proper relationship, or you don't deserve a person like this, or whatever the programming is. You need to let go of it. Okay. And this, you can only do that by giving yourself permission to move forward. All right. And this is saying that this is about dreams and manifestation and drawing down the moon like that. And this, you've got an opportunity to do that now. Okay, new moon, and it's going to be in Pisces. So this is the energy. It's saying that this beautiful, spirituality and spiritual connection with another is entirely possible for you, but you have to decide that for yourself, and let go of past behaviors or situations which have shaped you and are holding you back in some way. All right. So we've also got the Sun card, and I feel this is where this energy is coming in, to let go of that. This is about confidence. This is about reaching for something better. It's about life force, vitality, well-being, confidence, and also being influential. You know, and I feel that you need to radiate this energy, or you need to bring this energy into you. And it could also be that this person is somehow going to bring that out in you. But I feel that this is about letting go of the past inhibitions and expectations, because I feel they may have been negative. You may have been a bit confused, or you may have been under some kind of illusion in the past. And this could have come about through a wounding or an experience. And you need to let go of that now. Okay, fresh start, new beginning. Bring in the warmth of the sun. This is about romance, about love. It could even be about children. You may be starting a family, or it could be like a rebirth or a birthing of something new in the relationship, or it is a new relationship. But this is about the power of the sun and the power to make things grow. Okay, and it's about essence, about energy, self-awareness, and the spirit to move you, you know. And it's a beautiful energy. It's a wonderful expressive energy, and it is also about being confident in your own ability to be exactly who you are. So this is your sort of individuality, your sovereignty, and knowing that you'll be all right. Okay, that you are all right, and that you've been given an opportunity here now, and that you need to go for it and do it with confidence. Okay, and have the confidence to say, well, give it your best shot, give it all you've got, and be enthusiastic, and do as much as you can into the situation, and don't hold back. Don't be deceptive. All right. Don't hold on to secrets, or hold on to aspects which you feel from a manipulation point of view. You want to be on the level. You want to bring in honor, integrity, and you want to handle things in a way which is going to dispel this negativity which may have hung around or come with you from previous relationships. It's not only you specifically, it could be your person as well. You know, you always mirror each other, okay, especially soulmates. So there's always going to be, you're going to see aspects coming up which are going to test this for you. But it's about being confident and moving forward, and knowing that, you know, there's always a new day and a new dawn and a new beginning and a new chance. All right. So we have got here two divine doors that came in. There's the first one, a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. Okay, don't be afraid. When love is the focus, foundation and goal, blessed is the body, mind and soul. So when love is your foundation, then you are blessed in body, mind and soul. So make sure that love is your foundation and not anything else. All right, love is what makes the world go round. It's the fabric of the universe. It is all that there is. Actually, everything else is created by the ego and through conditioning and programming. Everything else, love is the only thing that matters. All right, so if you have a strong base of love, a strong foundation of love, there's really nothing that you can't do. Okay, so make sure that is your foundation. We've also got here another divine door, and this is birth. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. So whether this is actually starting a family with somebody from the birthing point of view, or whether this is like a regeneration or a renewal for you, in an existing relationship, or it's a new relationship and this is what you're birthing. You're birthing a new set of circumstances here. And only you can do that by letting go of past problems, past confusions or misconceptions or illusions, self-deceptions, whatever they may be. Okay, let go of that and move forward with honor and integrity and be honest. Okay, and that is what will build a strong foundation of love. You know, have a foundation of love. Now on your side, we've got the Aries energy coming in. So this is about that fiery passion, lust, enthusiasm, sexuality, all of that comes in, but it's more like passion. It's like going after something. So you may, I feel, are looking at this from that point of view. It can also be about being assertive. You may be the assertive one in this relationship, or you may need to be assertive, but this energy could also be associated with the person you're involved with. So your side and their side, but they may be interchangeable. So, but the Aries energy is always about activity, action, starting something. It's a new, anything new is exciting for Aries, and it's kind of got that adventurous aspect as well. But it is also about impulsiveness and let's get things going. Cards on the table, and in some cases it can come across as bossy or competitive or even argumentative. So try and let go of those aspects and come back to the enthusiasm, action-oriented energy, and let's get things done. And you know, it's kind of that energy can carry a lot, that initiating energy. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's the first sprout that comes through the ground. That is the initiation and the very start of new life. Okay, so that is what you want to bring in. Now, you also got two divine doors that came out. So there's the one. It says, Nomad, the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. So wherever you've been hiding, or whatever you've been hiding under, whether it's layers of emotion or past perceptions or victim consciousness or self-deception or whatever the case may be, it's now time to connect to a higher vibration, a higher type of love. And don't go back and hide in your old ways or in old ways of being. You need to move forward into new ground now. Don't be afraid to be a nomad, to go and try different things and try a new path here with your person. And then we've got here, this is the other divine door that came in for you. Palmistry, fortune and tarot, collective destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry. So you may be interested in this. You may want to go and get this done for yourself. It could also be associated with collective destiny. So you may be part of a soul group, which is now coming into union with somebody or meeting a soulmate, or it may be a group of you who have incarnated in this lifetime to do this at this time, or you could be part of another collective. Take it as it resonates, but it says here, listen to the notes of intuition. So listen to your intuition, all right, and follow those prompts, and don't be afraid. Have the courage, which is what the Aries energy is. Have the courage to see this through. Now for your person, they've got Mercury, so I feel they want to communicate. I feel they want to actually speak to you about this or talk about things. Communication is where they're at. Mercury is also curious. It's perception. It's also about you know, wanting to discover more. Okay, but I feel communication is important for them, and it's also about friendship. So make sure that you have a very strong base of friendship. Whatever else is going on, make sure you build that up, because that's going to be a bedrock. When you've got love and friendship together, really it's a wonderful start. So that's what that's about. And they could be very communicative, or they could just be you know, full of good ideas, and they could even be a muse for you, you know. So take that as it resonates. Now we've got here their divine doors. We've got patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. So they may be just a little bit worried or wanting to talk about things. Maybe they want to get over some fears. Maybe there are some fears in the relationship associated with past things. Fears around going into a new relationship or having such a strong bond with somebody. So a few things may be surfacing under the new moon of Pisces, as I said, but it's saying there's patience here, that things will come right and things will come to light, all right? As I say, they may be over-analyzing things as well with the Mercury card. Then we've got the other divine doors, heart healing. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. So they're healing from something, whatever it may be. It could be the loss of someone or something, or it could be associated with past relationships, or it could have occurred in this current relationship, a loss, or just some sort of healing that is occurring. But healing is happening, and certainly with the new moon in Pisces, healing is also highlighted there. So healing is occurring, and they just are going through a heart healing right now. We have got love here, so I feel love is available for you. Love and fulfillment is definitely going to come in with this relationship. So give it your all and don't be afraid, okay? We've got the quincunx energy. So this is saying that communication is going to be important, but it may require a little bit of like a translation or just understanding, okay? Getting on the same page. There may be some complexities around this relationship, but I do feel it's about transforming as well. So you're going to be transforming your two energies together so that you can move forward. But there's going to be some translation required. And as I said, maybe they want to say, speak up, but they just don't know how to word it, or they don't know how to get it out or get it across to you adequately. So this is going to require patience and time and sorting things out, but being honest with each other and having a good friendship and bring love into the situation. All right. We've also got, this could also be a little bit of a mystery for one or either of you. You could be seeing it as a bit of a puzzle, you know, that this is something that's got to be worked out slowly. But take your time, and as long as you're honest and direct with each other and clear, then there should be no problem. Now, this is the bottom of the divine doors. There is the door. And you've got the 1111. Numbers in double, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. So as I said, be honest and speak your love, all right? And be in love and promote that in the relationship. Love in your friendship. And the double ones are, you know, are often associated with soulmates and possibly even twin flames if that's what you're interested in. But it really is new beginnings, new cycles, and coming into personal power, and also to connecting, you know, from that basis with your person. Then finally, we've got the Moonology, expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So this is a yes card, a big yes, okay? It's a yes card. It's a very transformative energy. It could be fast moving, but very, very transformative energy, very important energy. And really all things are possible with this. It may be an external factor which is bringing in a very powerful change for one or either of you, or it could just be within the relationship. So something may trigger, some external thing may come in. It could be a career change, or you could be following your passion in some way, or it could be to do with your person. But it's saying that something wonderful is coming in, and it's going to be a very powerful change for one or either of you, or it could be within the relationship. But it's a big yes card, this, and a very important energy in that you should just take the leap and not even concern yourself with all these fears and things. Let go of these fears, let go of the past, and leap and just go for it. Okay, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that, and take care, and have a wonderful time now going forward, and enjoy the Venus conjunct Mars, which will be happening 13 February, and then also there's a full moon on the 16th of February in Leo, which is going to be lovely energy, I feel. And yeah, take care, and I will see you next time.